Hi, my name is Ava, and today I'm going to talk about how plastic surgery has become normalized due to social media. Plastic surgery has become a bit too normalized. It's often abnormal to see a celebrity or a large creator that doesn't have any work done. Especially since many people have built their platforms off selling their looks on Instagram, they have to get plastic surgery to keep up with the standards. It's a bit scary to think about how there's some professions where you have to get plastic surgery in order to become successful. But let's get into some popular procedures. And the first is the BBL. And if you don't know what this is, it's a Brazilian butt lift. And basically, they take your fat out of somewhere else in your body and then they put it in your butt. But the problem with this one is that it's fairly new. Anytime you get surgery, there's going to be a large risk. But the problem with the BBL is that it has a higher risk than most other plastic surgeries. And this risk is due to the fact that there's a lot of blood vessels and nerves inside of your butt. So if your doctor does something wrong, it can really do some damage or even kill you. And that's why this procedure is so risky, because it hasn't been done for very long, and a lot of people get it at doctors that aren't reputable. I think that plastic surgery is expensive for a reason, and it's not something that you want to get a discount for. But a lot of people can't afford these procedures, and so they go somewhere. Especially like a lot of people go to Miami and they fly out there and they get their BBL and then they get sent home on the plane. I've even seen TikToks where there's a bunch of people in line that have just gotten their BBL in wheelchairs in line to go on the plane, and it's just kind of sad to see where all these people are getting the same procedures and they're going through all these risks just to be the body standard. It especially doesn't make sense to me because you could probably work out and get a bigger butt. Now, some of these people, they can't get a huge butt like some of the crazy procedures other people have, but at the same time, is it really worth it? Because I don't really want to risk my life in order to look like what social media tells me to look like. And I totally understand that, there's pressure, especially if you have a platform, but it just doesn't make sense to me going through all these risks and spending all this money just to get the body shape that everyone thinks that you should have, when you could just work out and get a body close to something that's good. It just doesn't make any sense to me. And a lot of people don't think about the fact that if you don't work out and if you don't keep your body up, your BBL is going to go away. I've seen videos about people who have had extreme weight loss because of sickness and they lost their BBL, or if you gain weight and you can't see your BBL anymore. So it doesn't even last forever. It's not like implants. So I just really don't get why people risk it for this procedure. There are also a lot of celebrity plastic surgeons out there where they'll post about doing their work on celebrities, but then you go to them and you have your consultation with them, and then you end up going with a different doctor. I definitely don't trust any celebrity surgeons just because they have to do their surgeries really good on these celebrities so that they can post it on their Instagram and say that they did so good, but especially since no one knows you, they don't have to do the best on you. I think plastic surgery is one of those things where there's not many people that do it well. It is so easy to get your body messed up. That's literally why there's a whole entire show about fixing messed up plastic surgery. And I just think it's better off to not do it most of the times. I think that the hourglass shape has always been popular. To me, the first hourglass shape that has been seen in modern media is the video vixens from the 90s. And if you don't know what this is, these were girls that would appear in the background of male celebrities' music videos. And these were usually black women because there are a good amount of black women that have this shape naturally. But now it seems like the BBL body is a caricature of that. Because when you looked at most of their bodies, it seemed very natural. But now a lot of people, especially people like the old Kim K body and Nicki Minaj's body and even Fashion Nova models, they just kind of look weird. Like, the proportions are just not right. And there are some celebrities who have this shape naturally too, like Megan Thee Stallion and Chloe Bailey. But I just find it odd that people like this body shape so much to where they'll do anything to get it. Now let's talk about fillers and Botox. I just recently learned the difference between these two, but Botox basically freezes your muscles so that they don't move around and that you can't see the lines as much. And then filler fills out the lines so that you look kind of round and soft like a baby. People are now getting preventative Botox, and doctors are saying that you should get it around your 20s. And I honestly think that's a little weird just because, like, I might get Botox when I'm older, but I'm thinking, late 40s, 50s. But I'm not thinking about getting Botox 5 years down the line. There are some articles that do say preventative Botox helps, but at the same time, I just think it's weird. I don't get why you need to get Botox even before you have intense wrinkles, because we all have slight wrinkles because our face moves. It just doesn't seem right to get Botox before you've even really aged well enough, because your mid-20s, even 30s, is still very young to be getting Botox. And lip fillers are the most popular kind of fillers, where a lot of people have them, a lot of celebrities have them. I see people in my everyday life with fillers all the time. But I think it first started to get popular on social media with Kylie Jenner. And this started with the Kylie Lip Challenge. And if you don't know what this is, back in 2015, Kylie had put out her lip kits, and everyone was talking about her lips and how to get lips like hers because she swore she didn't have lip filler. So people would take like a little shot glass and like suck their lips into it until they got kind of bruised and they'd look all puffy like you got filler. And this wasn't very safe, but a lot of people just did it. I feel like they did it in a mocking way towards her, but it was a big challenge that a lot of people did and posted about. I don't really get why a lot of people get lip filler, because I don't think everyone's meant to have big lips. I understand if you have like really thin lips and you want them to look a little fuller, but I don't get why you need big lips, because not everyone's face is meant for big lips. Some people naturally have them and they look good on them, but when you don't naturally have big lips, I think it looks weird. And I always notice when people have lip filler, especially when they're filled kind of large, because your lips just like close weird. I don't know how to explain it, but like it's always like a gap in your mouth. I'll put up a picture, but you can just always tell. And some people don't really care if you can tell that they've gotten work done, but I think if I got something done, I don't think I'd want other people to notice that much. But that's just me, because I'd want to look more natural, but that's not always the look that people are going for. This next procedure is Buccal Fat Removal, and I thought it was pronounced buccal because a lot of people kept saying that, but I looked it up, and I'm pretty sure it's buccal. But this procedure got popular because Lea Michele posted a selfie and everyone thought that she got this procedure. And that was the first time that I heard of it. But basically there's fat in your jaw, and this isn't the kind of fat where you can just work out and it'll go away. It's always going to be there. So they go through your mouth and then they cut a hole and they take it out of both sides, and then you're supposed to look thinner. It's the look where you like that kind of look. And a lot of celebrities are rumored of having this procedure, and that's very normal with plastic surgery. Celebrities are rumored of having everything done, everything possible, and I don't think that everyone needs to confirm their plastic surgery, just because sometimes you don't really want to say everything about what you've done. But I do think that with certain things, especially stuff like BBLs, where it extremely changes your body, I think with things like that, you need to tell people if you have a large platform, because you don't want people thinking that you just naturally look like that when you didn't, and then them thinking that they can achieve those standards too. But there are a lot of people that harass celebrities about getting work done, where they'll constantly say, you got this done, and they keep saying no, but these people continue to just harass them about it. And I don't really get that, just because we don't know these people. And if I think someone got something done, doesn't really matter, because I don't know them, and I'm gonna keep that opinion, and I don't need to harass them about it. And this happened a lot, I think a couple years ago with Madison Beer, where everyone kept saying she got work done on her face, and I think she did, but at the same time, I don't need to give her hate just because I think she got plastic surgery, because I mean, she looks pretty, and if she's natural, that's great, and if she got work done, that's great too. I don't know her. I just don't get why people harass celebrities, especially about plastic surgery, because you're not them and you don't really understand what standards that they have to uphold. There's some doctors that built their whole platform on social media by accusing celebrities of getting work done. So they'll usually pull up a picture of them and then they'll literally just rip them apart and tell like, they got this done, I think they got this done, I think they got this done, and then some of them will tell them what they should get done. And I don't know why, but those videos just make me feel so uncomfortable, because I feel like they don't treat them like humans. I would not feel comfortable if I saw someone pull up a picture of me and be like, yeah, she got this done, this done, this done. And I don't like how they say it matter of factly. They say it as if they know these people, they know exactly what they've gotten done. And I get, as a plastic surgeon, you can probably tell these things, but I just don't like that they're telling their audience these things, knowing that their audience is going to fully believe it because they have the credentials. And a lot of the times these people will then go and harass these celebrities for not saying that they got this work done. And this happened to Doja Cat, where there was a surgeon that did this to her and said that she'd gotten her body done because she has had a drastic body transformation from her losing weight. But they didn't say that she changed because she lost weight. They said she changed because she got all this work done, and it just put her in a bad light because she is much skinnier now than she was before. And that really angered her, and she responded in that way. And people were bothered that she responded in a mean way, but if someone was doing that to me, I'd be annoyed too. I wouldn't want someone speculating about my body and about what I've done, especially if I hadn't gotten anything done. While plastic surgery is popular, I get that not everyone's doing it, but a lot of people are using anti-aging methods. And I've seen an influx of a lot of these methods on TikTok recently, where people will tell you to use an anti-aging straw because regular straws give you wrinkles. I don't even understand how that works, but there's also people that train you how to express less so that you don't get wrinkles from showing your emotions on your face. The straw one, it isn't that bad. If you want to use a straw and it makes you feel better because you're not getting wrinkles, that's fine. But it genuinely worries me that people are actually not expressing their emotions on their face because they're afraid of wrinkles. Because aging is inevitable. It's gonna happen. And if you take care of yourself, you can age gracefully. Wear sunscreen, wear moisturizer, and you'll probably be okay. But you don't have to not express your emotions just because you're afraid to get wrinkles. You probably need to take a deeper look at yourself if you're so worried about wrinkles that you don't want to express your emotions properly, because that's a little bit scary. I also don't support face tuning. When I take photos, the only time I really edit them like that is if my makeup is weird or like if I have a flashback or something. But I never edit my face, and I try not to use filters unless they're funny ones, because a lot of the filters, they just make my face look weird. I feel like they make my lips too big, and it just makes me feel like I don't look like myself at all. And sometimes they're funny to me, and that's why I like to use them, but I'm never gonna use them and like post it like being serious. And I also know that if I use filters too much, it's gonna make me feel bad about myself. Because there were times when I was like really bad at makeup, so my face would look weird when I went to take a picture because my makeup was bad, and then I'd go and use a filter, and I'd feel so bad about myself when I tried to take a picture without the filter, and I just hate that. If I don't think I look good in a picture, I'm not going to post it. I don't want to edit my face. I don't want to put a filter on it, because some days I struggle with self-esteem, but I don't want that to be every day. And I know that would be every day if I'm constantly using filters and I'm constantly face tuning myself. And most of the times, it's weird for people that know you, because there's people that I follow on Instagram and I see them post a picture and I'm like, you don't look like that in real life. And it's just weird because I know they don't look like that in real life, but they do also look really good in the picture. So like, I can't be mad at them, but at the same time, it's just a weird feeling. And this is why I also assume that everyone's body is fake online. And I know that's probably not true, just because that's kind of impossible, but I know that a lot of people edit their body and it makes me feel better, because then I can just tell myself their body's fake, so it's fine. I have a real body, so that's why I don't look like that. And now skincare has gotten so popular to where there's a lot of skincare influencers and they literally have baby smooth skin. And I just don't get it. I've never been someone who gets like crazy breakouts, but at the same time, I still have like little bumps on my face. I still have texture. You can tell that it's skin. But there's people where their skin just looks completely smooth, like they've never been outside a day in their life. I'm not saying that these people are constantly editing their face or anything, but I know that they have a bunch of money to spend on skincare, and not everyone can do that. And I've never really gotten into skincare because my skin is extremely sensitive, so I can't use half the products that people like. But skincare is so expensive, it genuinely shocks me. Like, I kind of understand it because makeup is expensive too, But at least with makeup, I'm gonna keep it for years. I'm not looking at the expiration date, I don't care. I'm using it. But like with skincare, it's so hit or miss to where you don't know if it's working. You don't know if it's gonna work with you. You don't know if it's gonna burn your skin. So I just don't get how people have the money to spend so much and get a really good skincare routine. But I think that also brings up the standards even higher, where now, since skincare is trendy, everyone has to have clear skin. It's weird if you don't have clear skin. But I think this is just an important thing to talk about because the beauty standards are just so high, especially when you think about it. Like, there are already social standards built around looking presentable. Even when you go to an interview, like, I could never go to an interview and not wear makeup because that would be weird. I am not being professional because I need to wear makeup. I need to look presentable at an interview. So it just makes me wonder, will we ever get to a point where you need to have plastic surgery, you need to get fillers, you need to get Botox, or else you'll be the odd one out, or you won't be professional, or you won't be able to fit in? No, I don't really think we'll get to that point, at least anytime soon, where you have to get plastic surgery to the point where like most people wear makeup. But I think it's getting to the point where we're using these kind of methods a bit too much. And I only support plastic surgery when it comes to getting your body back to what it looked like before. Now, I'm not talking about aging, but I'm talking about if you have kids and your skin's super stretched out, you want to get a procedure to get your skin back to where it was before, yeah, go do that. Or with people, if they broke their nose, you want to fix your nose, I support that. But I don't really support stuff like just changing your nose because you hate it, because you might wake up one day and feel different about it. So I think there are just a lot of other ways that you can change yourself, not permanently, to make yourself feel better, rather than fully changing your body. If you liked this video, please leave a like and comment down below your thoughts. Thanks for watching. Bye.